Welcome back everyone to another video, and today is going to be top 10 things that Loomian Legacy should add to their game. Now these could be new features or just small little updates that'll be small but also good content for the community. So let's get straight into it, and if you enjoyed the video then like and subscribe, only if you want to, I'm not forcing you. So straight into number 1, which should be a new disc type. Now, this feature may be unnecessary, and at first thought, it sounds like it is. But let me try and convince you. In the game right now, we have about 4 ordinary discs that you can buy from the shop using Lumi coins. And for a small update, I think adding a new one would be a really good little update, because it's just new content, it's small, and it could be really easily done. Now, for a little example, I think that we should be able to buy quick discs, and these would work how basically quick balls work in Pokemon. If you throw it for the first time, then the chance of it succeeding is higher than a hyper disc, but afterwards, it goes down to the same odds as a normal capture disc. This would be really good for hunters, as once they lower Loomian's HP, the first try with a disc is probably the most important one, because you don't want to waste time. Also, to make it not too overpowered, the price would be more expensive than a normal capture disc, which puts a little risk factor to it. Now, for number 2 is new weather types. Now, the last time we got a new weather type was all the way back in about March or April of 2021, which was more than a year ago and is getting nearly up to 2 years ago. And something relatively small like a new weather would be amazing content, and also a new place to hunt, which will keep Loomian Legacy players content until the next big update. New weathers like lightning storms would be an absolutely amazing feature in my opinion. Of course, it would also bring new Loomians to the game for us to hunt and get gleams and gammas of. Like this concept here that was made by Nightwolf in my Discord, so thank you, and it's actually an amazing concept. Thank you so much for making this. It looks really good. Also, there are so many weathers that the game could add. There's almost endless possibilities. There could be snowstorms, which in my opinion would be amazing and also beautiful. Fog, but that could even just be decoration and it won't really affect anything. And even things like dust storms. Now onto number 3. Battle Towers. Now this actually existed in Pokemon Brick Bronze, so I feel like that it very much should be added to Loomian Legacy eventually. And if you don't know what Battle Tower is, it basically is a large tower that starts at the bottom with low level trainers and low level Loomians. And the higher you go up, the higher levels the Loomians will be, and the harder it is to, fight the trainers. And the only problem is that the game right now is locked at level 50 because at the stage we're at, which means there wouldn't be many kind of levels to go up if it was added sometime soon. But this would definitely just be in the future anyway, so that doesn't really matter. And this is such a fun and good thing to add because it adds a lot of replayability. And if they added like prizes and rewards for how you go, that'd be amazing. That's why I think in the future this is 100% gonna be a thing that they will add to the game. Now, number 4, communication. And I'm pretty sure every single Loomian Legacy YouTuber and player will agree with this. We do not get enough communication from the developers at all. Sometimes they are active for just a month or 2 and then they are quiet for the rest of the year and we get no information at all, and I think it is hurting their game because we don't find out any new information. And it's so easy that someone just has to log onto the Twitter account, tweet anything, even something like Twilight is bad lol, and it would be amazing because the community knows that, oh, the developers actually care and are alive. Like, for example, I can go into Roblox Studio right now and get a small picture of a new section of a map I'm working on and post it on Twitter. And this would cause so much more hype and activity in the community. And I really hope eventually they get this sorted out and make like a manager for the Loomian Studios Twitter profile. And if you're from the future, I hope that this is true now and that they are actually communicating, because I hope they do. Alright, halfway through onto number 5. New and also returning free-to-play events. By free-to-play events, I mean events such as the Rainbow event and also Gekko event. Now, I call these free-to-play events because the rare Loomians you could get didn't specifically need boost tokens. For example, you could get every single type of Gekko with a set certain chance without needing any boost. And also, same with the Rainbow event Loomians. But obviously, for more dedicated hunters, there will be also the Gleam versions, the Gamma versions, and they will still be happy because they can hunt with the amount of boost tokens they have. But people who cannot just buy boost tokens every Loomian Legacy event will also hopefully be satisfied with these. On to number 6. More community designed Loomians. And I think that this is a really cool idea because it would show the true talent of the Loomian Legacy with amazing art and models being made literally all the time, but most people won't really see them. And if, once in a while there was a challenge where you had to design a Loomian and it might eventually be added into the game, I think it would be a really fun and entertaining challenge for a lot of people, while including the entire community, as we would have to vote for the best one probably. Okay, on to number 7. Now, this is actually something that is quite strange, but also a cool little feature that I think would be kind of, cool to add. It's a new communication method on the LOOMIWATCH. Now, I actually found this on Twitter, and LookHD tweeted it, but someone on Discord called MrVerge made it, and LookHD tweeted it saying, how do you feel about this thing? And from what I see, this feature would basically notify people on your friends list with anything rare that you got. And this would be probably helpful if you can't join a friend's server. And also, I feel like it will make the LOOMIWATCH feel more fresh, refined, and also just bigger with more stuff to look at, Now, on to number 8, something small like LOOMIWATCH designs and customization. And I already know that this is planned to come out as there's a shop in Atlantheon. But I just wanted to talk about what I expect and would kind of want with something like this. Now, as you can't really see the watch on the hand of your players, it wouldn't make a massive difference on the outside if you could get different colors. But I think that would also look cool. But if you open your LOOMIWATCH, I think that you should be able to customize the colors, the background, maybe even the font colors, and maybe even add custom pictures onto it if you own a certain game pass or something. And this would just bring a lot of new customization possibilities to the game. Okay, on to number 9, competitive battling. Now, obviously, this will eventually be added to the game, but I feel like the entire PvP community has been asking for this for so long, and it still has not been added in for some reason. Now, some ideas I have is that there will be entire tournaments with brackets, also sometimes tournaments led by the developers, manager communities, stuff like that, which would just be a lot of fun in my opinion. And also, I think that there should be ranks, and these change based on how many battles you've lost, won, how good you are, your skill, and then all of these ranks give you certain and different items and rewards, which would strive a lot of players to be better at the game. And now, finally, number 10, and the most exciting concept, pausing boost tokens. And I'm joking, obviously, this is a really boring thing, but it's such an important and big thing that for some reason isn't in the game already. And we need this, and hunters need this, and they want this. Because every single second that someone is wasting boost tokens, that's practically money just down the drain. And no one wants that. Because people will almost always accidentally or purposefully waste some seconds or even minutes on their boost tokens. Maybe they accidentally go to adventure, maybe they have to go to the rally ranch to get something, maybe they have to go to the UMV, and you can't pause the boost token, and it just keeps going down and down and down, and then eventually you've just ran out already without even hunting. And they should really add this, and I don't know why they haven't. Now, this is going to be it for today's video, and if you're watching this in the future, make sure to tell me if some of these have been added or improved on, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.